know what? I'm very sick. It's one of the main reasons why I haven't streamed. I've also been kind of losing my voice. But I want this to be my last video for the year. Because Overly Sarcastic Productions uploaded part 9 of Journey to the West. Or no, 10, that's 11 actually. 9 is IX. 11, part 11 of Journey to the West. Legend Samurai. Which I love Overly Sarcastic Productions. I honestly would prefer if they made a pin of Monkey rather than those little plastic vinyl figures. But that's beside the point. I might move my mic here. That way it sounds a little bit better. My throat's a little messed up, so I'm probably going to be coughing, but yeah, the reason why I haven't been streaming is because I've been sick for the past few days, which sucks because my birthday was 2 days ago, so that's just fun. Anyways, let's just begin 3, 2.
Last time on Journey to the West,
Also, mind you, I haven't looked up anything about Journey to the West since, like, the next episode was supposed to be the Demon Bull King. That's, I believe, what this one is about. And all I know about the Demon Bull King is kind of what happened in Monkey Kid, and that's about it. I never looked up anything about the legends of that because I kind of wanted to go into this blind. And then again, I probably could have looked at some stuff. I'm still been surprised because I didn't know about the 6-year macaw like this, but anyways.
Devastating duel of doppelgangers drew dangerous delinquency as a duo of deadly monkeys battled their way through the far corners of the world, shaking the very foundations of the heavens with their deadly monkeys. Delinquency as a duo of deadly monkeys battled their way through the far corners of the world, shaking the very foundations of the heavens with their ferocious and terrifying strength.
Oh, yeah.
Able to distinguish the
Big
deceit in the
DBZ
dreadful
fight.
duo. Yes, we're back in it. Tripitaka was forced to rely on the aid of the Buddha himself, who concluded that the counterfeit
what did she
Tripitaka
say?
was forced to rely on the aid of the Buddha himself.
Hold on.
Back in it. The deceit in the dreadful duo. Yes, we're back in it. Tripitaka was forced to rely on the aid of the Buddha himself, who concluded that the counterfeit Sarcopithecoid, bit of a stretch, was none other than the near-omniscient 6-eared macaque. One of the stretch was none other than himself, who concluded that the counterfeit Sarcopithecoid, bit of a stretch, was none other than the near-omniscient 6-eared macaque, one of the 4 heavenly apes that
What?
categorize our clever Sun Wukong, a concept that definitely didn't come out of absolutely nowhere. After defeating his dark reflection, Sun Wukong rejoined his companions and they once again continued their journey
to the West.
So our heroes are trekking westward and the seasons have turned onward, carrying our intrepid heroes into the cool autumn months. Or at least it's supposed to, but
Nothing beats a crunchy leaf. I think they're crunchy because they've been fried. Uh-oh.
Tripitaka notes that the climate seems unusually warm for that time of year, and it's getting downright toasty to a rather alarming degree. But I wouldn't know
My
anything
ears
about
just
what that
popped.
feels like. They roll up on a local village to
Shit. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. But hey, I think my ears just popped.
They roll up on a local village to ask about the bizarre and confusing downright toasty to a rather alarming degree. But I wouldn't know anything about what that feels like. They roll up on a local village to ask about the bizarre.
Excuse me, does this place have a gimmick? Do we ever? Flameo Hotman extras when I see strip rod.
And confusing weather, and are informed that they're coming up on the Mountain of Flames, a massive permanent fixture of the environment that's constantly wreathed in unimaginably hot fire, cooking the land around for a full 60 miles in every direction. Sun Wukong commits the faux pas.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe ideal growing conditions don't usually include constantly on fire. Wow, sir, are you sure you're not a farmer yourself?
Pondering a logical world-building question in a fantastical allegory for the journey to enlightenment, and asks the locals how they can possibly grow the crops needed to eat if they're living in a permanent summer. And they tell him that once every 10 years, they bring a sacrifice of livestock and fine foods to the immortal Iron Fan who lives in the faraway Jade Cloud Mountain. And the immortal Iron Fan uses a magical palm leaf fan to temporarily quench the flames and bring rain, allowing the locals a semblance of normal farming conditions.
Wait, Princess Iron Fan? Wait. What?
For at least a little while. This arrangement has worked out pretty well for them.
I thought the fan was... Okay, now I'm seeing a connection between the Demon Bull King and the fan princess. It's horribly inconvenient and unsustainable for everyone, but to keep the mountain on fire, really powerful. You gotta accept it. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
So far, but unfortunately the Mountain of Flames is, no surprise, set squarely on the road to the west, and it's much too hot for most of our heroes to survive the journey. So Sun Wukong hops on a cloud and sails off to the Jade Cloud Mountain to see about getting that palm leaf fan and putting the fire out for good. When Sun Wukong reaches the mountain, he's informed...
I think I know who you mean. We can't have that many Iron fans. You'd be surprised. I know 3 Tianzins and 28 mansions.
By a local woodcutter that they haven't heard of any immortal Iron Fan, they just have a Princess Iron Fan. But
Yeah.
they mostly call her Rakshasi due to
If you're after Benevolent Mortal, she's not the one. Her husband's bad news.
her much more relevant status as the wife of the powerful and terrifying Bull Demon King. Uh-oh, that's a name Sun Wukong is very familiar with. After all, the Bull Demon King's son, Red Boy, nearly ate Tripitaka a few episodes.
Oh, so Red Boy actually was... Oh, I didn't know Red Boy actually was his son in the actual legends. That's interesting. Because in Monkey Kid, Red Son is the Demon Bull King's kid. And also, Princess Iron Fan is also Demon Bull King's wife. Why don't you die? Well, we're really bad.
Episodes ago, and getting him
Shit,
put in the
sorry.
Kuan Yin internship timeout zone has already pissed off one of his relatives,
Sorry.
King's son, Red Boy, nearly
Hi, nephew. Is that the Southern Ocean I see ahead?
ate Tripitaka a few episodes ago, and getting him put in the Kuan Yin internship timeout zone has already
He got put in air jail.
pissed off one of his relatives bad enough to attack the
Those
Monkey
smalls.
King on sight. But hey, maybe his
So are you guys like friends, or she might try to kill me on sight, but that's never bothered me before.
parents aren't holding a grudge, right? Anything is possible. So Sun Wukong reinvigorates
Hello, Iron Fan, it's your big brother-in-law, Sun Wukong.
his sense of sunny optimism and scoots off to the mountain cave to announce his presence. Unfortunately, when Princess Iron Fan learns her mountain
She remembers me.
has been graced by the legendary Sun Wukong, she flies into an immediate rage,
Stop. Buckle strap sheet.
armors up, and stalks out to face him.
Oh, shit. Oh, I like her design, though. Holy shit. Sun, I love what you've done with your swords.
Sun initially plays dumb about the whole Red
My baby boy's imprisoned. I think your baby boy would agree that true prison is samsara. What is samsara? Where's my phone? I can't look up samsara without my phone. Even though I'm on a computer, which I means I could immediately look up what the hell samsara is. Samsara meaning wandering, as well as world wherein the term cyclic change. I guess reincarnation, I think.
Boy debacle, but I should point out that any hijinks he may or may not have done would have been heavily justified by how her baby boy tried to eat his master, and besides, Red Boy's
Yeah.
Kuan Yin summer job has bumped him up in the world by granting him the true immortality of Buddhism. This incidental reminder that she
He's all I have left. Oh.
can't visit him anymore tips Princess Iron Fan over the edge into true fury, and she attacks. Sun lets her get it out of her system by tanking a few
Do you want to talk about it? I like her design, though.
hits, and when she realizes her swords aren't making a dent, they escalate into a furious battle that lasts all the way to sunset.
I'm just saying, shut up. You need a life outside of your household. Shut up. It's basic self-care. Shut up.
And when Princess Iron Fan finally realizes she can't beat him, she pulls out the legendary fan
Oh, hey, so you came around after. Hey, so you came around
itself,
after.
but instead of handing it over, she swings it, blowing Sun Wukong clear over
Ah!
the horizon and leaving her
I'm gonna
free
be
to
doing this
return
all
to her cave
episode, I'm
and go to
sorry.
bed. Sun tumbles through the air all night, unable to get close enough to the ground to land until he manages to snag hold of a mountain peak. Once he rallies a little, he realizes he
Wait a minute. I never forget an aggressively generic love of rock. Especially one this easy to draw.
actually recognizes the mountain. It's where he fought a completely unrelated wind demon back in episode
Ah, shoot. Could have sworn I was more handsome. That's something must be
3 with the help of the Bodhisattva Ling Ji. Seeing as he's in the neighborhood, he
How'd you manage to run afoul of the palm leaf fan? Beats me, I was just talking when question withdrawn. Just talking. Great.
drops by Ling Ji's temple and
Also, wasn't there a fan when he was fighting those other, there was one of the, was it 7 artifacts? Like, there was the sword, wasn't there a fan, the gourd, the rope? So was that a second iron leaf banana fan?
explains the situation, and Ling Ji is very impressed that Sun managed to stop his flight after a mere 50,000 miles. The winds of the Divine Fan
Oh,
are
shit.
supposed to blow
By all rights, you should be halfway to the moon by now. But if I got too cozy with Chunji, Pigsy would never forgive me.
The victim a full 84,000 miles before they're subjected to the sweet release of gravity once more. Fortunately for Sun Wukong, Ling Ji can
Fortuitously, I am well prepared for wind-related threats. Gotta watch what you eat about that.
actually help him out, since way back in the day, the
God
Buddha
damn
gave
it.
him 2 treasures for dealing with wind-related threats. One is the flying dragon staff they already
As you may recall, at least it's not just me.
used to defeat the yellow wind demon, but the other is a small pill of
Wait, what was it? Wait. I gotta rewatch all of these.
threats. One is the flying dragon staff they already used to defeat the yellow wind demon, but the
Okay.
other is a small pill of wind-arresting elixir that hasn't been used yet. They sew it into Sun's collar for
So, when should I eat it? It's magic, you don't have to, but I want to.
future use and send him on his way. Sun zips back to the cave and hammers on
Thanks for the demonstration, you gotta be kidding. I ain't gonna lie, this might be my favorite interpretation of Princess Iron Fan, because I just love how done she is. How done she is with Sun Wukong, how done she is with all this, like, it's great. Can I get a gift wrap?
on the door, which severely unnerves Princess Iron Fan, who gears up to fight him again. This time, however, the wind-arresting elixir makes Sun completely immune to the fan's wind, startling Princess Iron Fan so much that she bolts back into the cave and seals
Nope, wait, come back, you totally had me.
the doors. Having tried and failed the direct combat approach
Why do all these fights have so much not fighting in them?
twice now, Sun decides to try the sneaky route and turns into a mole cricket, slides under the door, sees
A what?
Princess Iron Fan's servants preparing her tea, and gets a very clever idea.
Small size plus opaque drink plus casually instructor equals tactical advantage. I'm a genius.
Oh no, there's vor in this one. So Sun dives into the tea, is promptly swallowed, and proceeds to use his highly tactically
Hello, I am a hilarious, digestible pun about wind powers. Just kidding, it's Sun Wukong.
advantageous position to wail on Princess Iron
We're slinging my back 39 chapters. Slinging me back 39 chapters.
Fan from the inside. She begs for mercy and offers him the fan to wail on Princess Iron Fan from the inside. She
Oof.
begs for mercy and offers
If I give you the fan, will you please go away? Sister, for those terms, I'll even leave the way I came in. God, I don't want to laugh hard because my throat sucks.
him the fan, and he kindly accepts her terms, zipping back out of her mouth, snagging the palm leaf fan,
I had to get a battery charger. Anyways, also, almost ask brushes. I don't think you've done it yet. Like, give me some Sun Wukong pins, please. Sun Wukong, everyone from Journey of the West. I'm very surprised they were not probably some of the first pins you guys would have made. I do have to collect more of them. Like, they come back every so often. I gotta get, like, the rest of them. I had to find my ones like Loki and them. Anyways.
and heading back to the gang. Mission accomplished. Or so it seems.
I think Dean will gonna be a little pissed.
But as they proceed to the
Watch
mountain
it be
flames
amazing.
and Sun readies the fan, he finds that every swing only seems to make the fires burn hotter. When 3 swings of the fan make the heat 1,000 times more
Oh,
unbearable,
shit.
the gang have no choice but to
Did I have this silly thing in reverse? On the plus side, you still haven't been kidnapped. Thanks, Pigsy.
retreat and rethink their approach. As they're stewing in their various grievances, the gang is approached by an old man who explains
Excuse me, are we interrupting? My associate brought snacks. What the fuck? Oh, is it already divine intervention o'clock?
that he's the local deity of the Mountain of Flames. He saw them having difficulties and he'd like to help them out. But as soon as he spots the fan,
See, you can tell from the inscription, made in China, I should have known. The entire thing was made in China! Let me make sure the recording's still going. Alright, just need to check that. Yeah. Alright.
he realizes the problem. The fan is actually a fake. If Sun
Ah.
wants the real one that'll let him put out the fire for good, he'll probably have to seek out the Bull Demon King himself to figure out how he and Princess Iron Fan have hidden it. Sun asks if the Bull Demon King is responsible.
Man, Bully Boy really messed this place up, huh? Couldn't have terrorized it better myself. Don't sell yourself short. Yeah, this man is a walking catastrophe. I love him.
For the fire on the Mountain of Flames, and the spirit says that Sun has to promise not to get mad, but the Bull Demon King didn't set the fire. Sun Wukong did. He quickly...
Oh, shit. When?
Not to get mad, but the Bull Demon King didn't set the fire. Sun Wukong did.
Not this guy again. Does he say that every time he looks in the mirror?
He quickly explains...
Huh? Ah! Maybe I just don't photograph well.
That way back when Sun Wukong wreaked havoc in heaven and got stuck in Lao Tzu's brazier for his troubles, when Sun broke out and overturned the brazier, he dislodged a few flaming heavenly bricks that fell to earth and lodged in this mountain. The mountain spirit says he was
Oh, shit. I don't remember seeing you at all. Were you hiding in the ambiguous background void? I'm very negligent. I was very negligent.
Actually the brazier's attendant, but after Sun's breakout, he was punished and demoted.
There's a lot of commenting on. There's a lot of Red commenting on her own art. Her art's really great. Like, there's a reason why I did like Owl Town. One of the reasons I really love her art style.
For his negligence, and has been stuck taking care of this burning mountain ever since. But old news aside, the mountain.
Allow me to explain. Yes, please.
Spirit has plenty of fresh and
I love how he has the kitten puppets.
piping hot goss to dish on the Bull Demon King. Apparently, he and Princess Ironfan are actually separated because the Bull Demon King is hooked up with Princess Jade Countenance, the
Last will and testament, like a literal mountain of gold.
daughter of a 10,000-year-old fox spirit who died and left behind a massive hoard of treasure, which Princess
Don't bring us foxes into this.
Jade Countenance offered in full to the Bull Demon King as her
Last will and testament.
dowry if he'd come protect her with his big strong arms. So the Bull Demon King totally
What a crushing and profound betrayal. Not from where I'm standing, babe. That's one reason to try and kill me. Right.
protect her with his big strong arms. Massive hoard of treasure, which Princess Jade of fresh and piping hot goss to dish on the Bull Demon King.
Hold on.
Apparently, he and Princess Ironfan are actually separated because the Bull Demon King is hooked up with Princess Jade Countenance, the
Man, season 4 Monkey Kid's gonna be amazing.
daughter of a 10,000-year-old fox spirit who died and left behind a massive hoard of treasure, which Princess Jade Countenance offered in full to the Bull Demon King as her dowry if he'd come protect her with his big strong arms. So the Bull Demon King totally ditched Princess Ironfan and shacked up with Princess Jade Countenance in the cloud-touching cave of the Horde Thunder Mountain. But the Bull Demon King's disaster
Son, you have to get that fan and allow me to correct my failure. Guys, I would do it just to beat him up.
His love life aside, if Sun Wukong can get the Bull Demon King to tell him how to get the fan, Sun can do 3 good deeds for the price of 1. Let Tripitaka continue his journey to the west, extinguish the flaming mountain that is 100% his fault, and get the spirit of the mountain unbanished from heaven. Sun wastes...
Is it really 100% his fault? I mean, they put him in the bowl, whatever the hell it was.
no time and jets off to Horde Thunder Mountain, where he finds a beautiful young woman.
Excuse me, miss. I'm looking for the Bull Demon King official wife business.
Who he asks if she can direct him to the Bull
I'm guessing this is her.
Demon King. When he decides he
The
needs
demon
to
girl, I mean, and not the demon king.
cover story and claims that Princess Ironfan sent him, the young woman flies into a rage.
What does his wife have to do with anything? Ah, it's you. He's getting his beaten stick.
And Sun realizes immediately that he miscalculated, and this young woman must be the other woman, aka Princess Jade Countenance. Sun gets remarkably pissed at her home-wrecking hijinks, which scares
Apparently the only person who can make Princess Ironfan miserable is Sun Wukong. Anyone else, he will murder their ass. She's a lovely woman.
scares her so much that she bolts, vanishing into the cave and flinging
Your wife sent an awful monk here to terrorize me. Monkey. A what? Won't you please kill him for me?
herself at the Bull Demon King so she can beg him to protect her from the terrifying monk his ex-wife sent to their door. This convoluted string
I didn't think she knew any monks.
of apparently disconnected concepts confuses the Bull Demon King, who heads out tentatively expecting a fight, and is not expecting to find his former blood brother Sun Wukong, who
Ah, Sun Wukong. BDK, my man.
is a picture of politeness as he explains his recent exploits and asks him for his help in acquiring the fan. The Bull Demon King is already
Here to ruin more of my family's lives. Believe it or not, this is not and has never been about you. It's about your wife. Damn.
pretty pissed right from the jump, but the audacity to ask him for a favor against his own wife is the last straw, and he attacks. He and the Monkey King clash in a truly spectacular battle that is cut short when the Bull Demon King gets a dinner
Hold the that thought.
Her invitation he really can't turn down, so he calls a timeout and zips back to the cave to get ready. Sun is evidently too confused to
Who'd choose dinner over a good fight? I'm so confused.
stop him, but does decide to secretly follow him to the aforementioned dinner party to see if that gives him any leads. The Bull Demon King disappears into a mountain containing a deep lagoon.
Well, I've been waiting for a chance to use this transformation.
So Sun turns into a crab and scuttles down after him, where he finds a bubble containing a beautiful underwater coral palace full of all kinds of aquatic animals staffing a huge party for a bunch of dragon spirits with the...
Hold on. Is this where... Wait a minute. Is this where the underwater, inn/dragon place in Okami is based off of? Is it based off of this? Is that what the original story was? And it's based off of... That'd be kind of amazing if that's the case. Because that was also one of the cool... I think that was one of my favorite places to visit in Okami. I gotta play that game again.
The Bull Demon King as the special guest of honor. Unfortunately for Sun, the old dragon spirit has a
You strange crab, what are you doing here?
sharp eye for interlopers and immediately notices the crab out of place, but Sun quickly concocts a cover.
I am but a non-suspicious crab. God, my voice. You certainly seem non-suspicious. I shall spare you the lash. Oh, Jesus, he's gonna have his beating stick.
Story about how he's just a humble country crab who don't know nothing about their fancy palace ways, so he manages to escape the fate of crab
Birds are dumb anyways.
flogging, but is still kicked out of the party, which is when he remembers he can
I might be stupid. You might be. I love you, Sun Wukong, but I don't know about might be.
shapeshift and decides to just steal the Bull Demon King's ride and pretend to be him. He flies back to Jade Cloud.
What is he riding on? I want to know what the hell he's riding on. I could have done this from the start, but then I wouldn't have gotten to steal the canopies.
Mountain, perfectly disguised as the Bull Demon King, where he is of course greeted with the highest
Ma'am, your husband is outside.
honors by Princess Ironfan, who very
Welcome, my lord. What do I owe this honor? Boy, I really don't deserve you, huh?
politely asks him what could have possessed him to leave his hot new concubine and return to her humble abode. Sun is like,
Well, you see, I've heard tell that the devilishly handsome Sun Wukong is on the hunt for the palm leaf fan.
I didn't know they got Crunk to voice the Bull King here.
I just want to make sure you're keeping the treasure safe. You never know when he might strike.
Princess Ironfan tells
Your concern is too kind, my lord. But the fan is safe with me. What? No way.
him that Sun Wukong has
God, I feel bad for her. She looks so tired and sad.
already struck, but not to worry, she fooled him with a fake and he'll never find the real one. Sun asks where she's keeping the real
So, like, hypothetically, obviously I already know, but how you're protecting it, but...
one, you know,
Oh, look, she's, like, she kind of has a smile.
for security
I
reasons,
feel
but
bad for her now.
Princess Ironfan has held off long enough and declares it's time to celebrate.
Whoa. No, I'm fine. This is normal and low. And cool. God, I need to rethink I'm gonna use Princess Ironfan in Owl Town.
His long-awaited return by
Wham.
partying hard and flirting even harder, leaving Sun deeply uncomfortable as he quit.
I've missed you so much. Yup. This feels completely good and chill. It's not like Zeus or other gods have done similar shit and gotten in some serious damn trouble. I'm sure this won't lead to a very mass... Wait a minute. In Monkey Kid, was the reason that Monkey King and the Demon King fought because Monkey King slept with his wife?
Quickly processes the ramifications of doing his espionage in the form of this woman's husband. He finally gets her back on.
Jesus, the water killing me more. Darling, I really am worried about the fan. If you could just show me where it is.
Track on the where exactly is the fan question, and she responds by spitting out a really tiny one. Sun stares at it in abject confusion for a minute before Princess Ironfan explains that as he knows, obviously the fan is
Silly, I can't hide it when it's big. So in other words, when Sun Wukong was eaten, he completely bypassed the goddamn fan, and he could have grabbed it from her teeth.
hidden in its travel-sized mode, until he touches the specific thread on the handle and recites the spell that'll change it into its full-sized form just like so. Sun thanks her for her help, drops the illusion,
Yes, I mean it. Poof. Oh god, this poor woman.
Drops the illusion,
I mean it, poof. Also, I don't care how immortal you are. You gotta be more careful with your liver.
She dial back on the drinking a little bit, and then bolts, leaving
Another win for diplomacy. God, this poor woman.
Princess Ironfan, once again, absolutely furious. Sun, meanwhile, busts out the spell she told him and makes the fan big, and then quickly realizes he never learned how to make it small again, so he just slings it over his shoulder.
You're not mad I stole you, right? Of course not, Mr. Great Sage. Ah, you're the best. No, you're the best, Mr. Great Sage. God, I gotta remember. God, I always thought the Iron Fan was the other one. So that means then the Iron Fan that Madara uses in Naruto is not. No, because no, it's. I'm trying to think. Because Madara uses a banana leaf Iron Fan, I believe, and I thought it was referenced to this fan, but I guess it's actually a reference to the fire making one. No, because don't the Jinchuriki twins? I don't know. The Naruto mixed with mythology is strange.
And slowly starts heading back.
Then again, I'm saying Owl Town City. It's clear. Anyways.
Meanwhile, back at the Dragon
I swear I parked right here.
Party, the Bull Demon King realizes that someone stole his ride, recalls the suspicious country crab, and puts two and two together to make Sun Wukong. He heads two together to make Sun Wukong.
That's a good ass. I love this image. That's a great ass image.
He heads straight for Palm Leaf.
Darling the fan, I should have known. You'd never come back for me just for your treasures.
Cave and finds Princess Ironfan in completely furious disarray and borrows her swords to go kick Sun Wukong's ass a little bit. However, when he sees
Poor Princess Ironman. Very cunning, son. But I can match your wit at every turn. Bet you wouldn't fuss if I did a couple murders. You probably had it coming, Mr. Great Sage.
Sun lugging the fan, he realizes he can't risk a direct confrontation for fear of getting blown over the horizon.
That's a big-ass fan, too.
And instead decides to take...
You have grown weak, brother. You could never anticipate treachery.
A page out of the Monkey King's book and turns himself into Pigsy. So he...
What?
Pigsy.
From one of your closest friends. Actually, I think Sun Wukong would immediately think Pigsy would try to backstab him.
So he meanders up to Sun Wukong and is like, "Oh, hey, buddy, you were taking so long. Tripitaka got worried that the devilishly handsome lady killer, the Bull Demon King, might have been giving you a hard time."
Can you tell they're brothers? Even if they're not blood-related brothers, you can tell they're brothers.
Sun naturally...
It was so easy. You didn't even fight for me for it. Decided dinner mattered more. That dinner mattered more than his wife's well-being, I guess. Then again, I'm pretty sure he'd care more about it. Starbucks. Damn. Kubai met his wife. Hey, that fan looks heavy.
Gales him with tales of his cunning victory, and when Pigsy offers to carry that ponderously huge fan for him, Sun agrees, presumably realizing just a
Thanks, bud. That's helpful. Crack.
second too late how out of character it is for Pigsy to volunteer to do anything.
Uncharacteristic. What does that say?
Character it is for Pigsy to volunteer
Uncharacteristically helpful.
to do anything. Pigsy reveals his true form and swings the fan
You become the trusting fool.
at its son, but the windproof elixir is still protected.
Yeah, I probably haven't experienced enough profound spousal betrayal. Oh, that is it.
Him, so instead they just fight normally. Meanwhile, Tripitaka is...
What if something happened to him? What if he needs our help? What if he's been partying with hot ladies without me? Kinda was.
really getting sick of the superheated fire mountain and is actually worried about what could possibly be taking Sun Wukong so long, so he sends the real Pigsy after him with the spirit of the Mountain of Flames to guide his way. Sure enough, they quickly hear sound.
He is having fun without us. For the record, I have had only good reasons to kick your For the record, I've only had good reasons to kick your family's asses.
Of commotion, and Pigsy zips down to help out with the fight. Monkey is pissed right out the...
I got your back. the perfect angle to stab me from.
Gay, but quickly reins it in and tells Pigsy he's not really mad at
I haven't done anything to deserve that in 2.5 episodes. I'm sorry that the habit is really strong.
him. He's mad at the Bull Demon King for pretending to be him, and Pigsy is so furious.
I can't believe you nearly killed you while wearing my face. Not even close. Now I know how you felt with Makai. You absolutely do not.
At having his identity stolen that he attacks the Bull Demon King
I'll see you in court and/or hell.
in a frenzy that actually knocks him onto the back foot. The Bull Demon King tries to retreat.
Going somewhere? You think a god can stop me when Sun Wukong can't?
But his way is barred by the spirit of the Mountain of Flame.
I honestly love how we've reached the point where we are finding magical beings that actually can keep up with Sun Wukong. The Demon King and the 6-year macaque.
Leading an army of ghosts that I assume
I don't know, let's see. Oh shit.
he borrowed from the set of Return of the King, and with the Bull Demon King cornered, he has no choice but to keep fighting. The battle eventually takes them back to Horde Thunder Mountain, where Princess Jade Countenance sends out all their guards to back up the Bull Demon King,
Oh shit.
which manages
Wait, where did they go? I'm sorry, I missed the second.
to Horde Thunder Mountain, where Princess Jade
Oh.
Countenance sends out all their guards to back up the Bull Demon King, which manages to overwhelm Monkey and Pigsy by sheer numbers, letting the Bull Demon King
This is her sword, babe, I can explain. Dude. Are you actually Zeus then? Zeus banks? No, Zeus didn't bank someone as a bull. Or was it Hera that made someone... Was it Hera that made a lover of Zeus find affection for a bull and then get banged by a bull to then birth the Minotaur? Or is this actually the Minotaur years later after training, and he's just like he's like his dad and or mom or cheating? I don't know.
finally retreat. But that doesn't slow things down.
And he offered to carry it for you? I said I was sorry. I thought you knew me. Won't happen again.
For long, as after Sun gets Pigsy up to speed and gives a
God damn these dumbasses.
little motivational speech to the
I love the art, and I love, honestly, like, the colors that she uses for all these, whether it be, like, Pigsy's, like, blue garment here, the yellowish background. And again, she makes fun about her own stuff about, like, the void in the background, but honestly, I really love the simplicity that she does for all of it. It feels like they're always in mountainous areas most of the time, when you need to. And, like, the purple for the ghosts.
troops, the duo smash down the cave doors and the
Surprise! I knew it! Hot ladies! Sports. Spoot? What? What were you guys doing?
battle begins again.
Was he drinking something?
This time, the Bull Demon King tries another bold strategy for running away. He abandons his armor and weapons and transforms into a swan to escape in the confusion. Sun spots him with his
Oh, this man is like another macabre where, like, has similar power. Oh, right, I forgot she's a fox demon. I forgot about that. But, he has similar transforming abilities, too. Interesting.
special eyes and sends the others to clear out the cave.
Gotta run, but I think I can take her in a fight, right?
While he engages the Bull Demon King in a good old-fashioned shapeshifter shift.
Leaving so soon? I love the horrors and I love
Showdown.
I love the crowd.
Duo battle through an assortment
Nice
of
choice.
forms, going from birds to beasts until
So in other words, it's a wizard's door. Or is it a witch's duel?
an assortment of forms, going from
Nice
birds
choice.
to
Normal deer, I'm just a normal deer.
beasts until finally the Bull Demon King enters his true form, a
Enough.
gigantic pure white bull that is fully 2 miles long.
You do realize you can make a staff reach that same leg and knock you the hell out still. Great idea.
Sun responds by turning himself into his own mega version, and the two engage in a literal kaiju battle, and it rules. This
Gojira. And Iron War Greymon. My favorite Greymon, probably. I'd say is what it is. But yeah. You know what? I think he can ride with Godzilla. He's just straight up covering Godzilla. No, he's not. It's just Godzilla's coming way out. mind you, one of these is actually a toy, and the other one's a model figure I had to build. And I haven't used him in a video yet, so I might as well. But the KAIJUS, yes, this is the perfect video to end this year. Fight, seriously? I bet you wish you'd kept the thumbs now.
This cataclysmic clash of colossi alerts every god in the region that some shit is going down, and they all join in to help out.
Get 'em, boys. How, stop. Wham, wham,
Out
wham.
the beatdown, which quickly overwhelms the Bull Demon King, and he reverts to travel size to jet back to Palmleaf
Oh no, you run now. You're being ridiculous.
Cave. Sun pursues with the other gods.
What happened? Did the big bad bull give you trouble? Oh hey, didn't see you there. Must have gotten shorter. All these different gods and ghosts and shit, it's great.
Soon joined by Pigsy and that ghost army who have successfully cleared out Horde Thunder Mountain of bad guys. They reach Palmleaf Cave and Pigsy gets
I'll show you who's tall. I taught him how to do that.
a turn and smashing the door down, while inside, the Bull Demon King gives Princess
The fan isn't worth this. It's not about the fan, it's the principle.
Iron Fan the Palmleaf fan for safekeeping. At
I don't know why the principal has to deal with this, but
this point, she's fully done with this and tells him to just give the Monkey King the fan so he'll leave them alone, but the Bull Demon King is too hopped up on vengeance to listen.
it's about Sun Wukong paying for every indignity. What indignity? What did he do? He didn't do shit. He could have slept with your wife, and he didn't.
And gears up with her swords again to fight in yet another kick-ass battle. But inevitably, he gets tired
Actually, never mind. So help me, I'm going to start fighting.
out again and turns to run, but this time his escape is barred by 4
Side note. When I was doing ground fighting, real jiu-jitsu, we were doing a training thing. We were doing not training, a sparring. We were sparring. And they pretty much said, like, you know, do anything you can to try to get out of it or whatever. And I was like, okay. And I was like, I was in high school, and so I was very short, very small. And I was fighting like bigger guys that were like 30 something, 20, like 28, 30, whatever. I was more flexible though, so I could get out of a lot of their arm locks and stuff. But one time a guy grabbed me, slammed me onto the ground, and I'm like, if I pull his gi with my teeth, maybe I can get some leverage. Well, it turns out I bit a little too hard. And which then ended with this man jumping off of me going, "It bit me!" I'm like, whoops. So in a way, I feel monkey's pain. All else fails, start biting.
out again and turns to run, but this time his escape is barred by 4 serious big names. The 4 heavenly kings, Buddhist devos that guard the cardinal directions, block his escape at every turn, having been
Wait a minute, is this the, hold on. You know what, I don't even need to snap this one. I just need to open the door. Give me a minute. You're not gonna see none of this. It got really hot in here really, really fast. Stick 'em up.
deployed by the Buddha himself to make him calm the hell down.
Okay. I thought the 4 cardinal directions. Wait, which isn't it Chinese? Or one's a white tiger. I don't know what the other ones are, but I know that one of them's a turtle with a snake raptor on it for the south, and that is that's for winter, so that's mine, which is a black turtle with like a white snake, if I remember correctly. I'm like, hell yeah, I get 2. Same thing with the Capricorn, I get 2, kind of. Yeah, they're 2 halves of two like amphibious and earth creature, which is kind of what Godzilla is, if you think about it.
The Bull Demon King finds himself well and truly surrounded by Buddhist warriors and celestial generals. Fleeing into the sky doesn't help, since he runs smack into Devaraja Lee and
Oh shit, Sun Wukong got like everybody. Man, and here's the thing, I guess the moral of this lesson, don't cheat on your wife. Got a license for that thing?
Prince Nada, who've been sent to arrest him on order of the Jade Emperor. He responds by turning back into a kaiju and throwing hands with
Lee, my man, how's the kids? Focus, please. No wonder, man, this guy, holy shit. The Demon Bull King seriously got all this shit thrown on top of him and like has, it's so called like in every favor to take him on. Holy shit.
Devaraja Lee in yet another kick-ass epic battle. Prince Nada reminds everyone of that one
Incoming, that's our cue.
time he turned into a three-faced, six-armed kaiju of his own by doing that again, hopping on the
Oh
bull's
shit. Hell yeah.
back and immediately
Yeehaw!
slicing off its head. Unfortunately, the Bull Demon King has more in
Huh, I thought he'd bring his A game. His A game. That wasn't not his A game?
common with the Monkey King than they gave him credit for, because the loss of his head is a minor inconvenience at most, and he promptly grows it back.
It sucks. There it is.
A process that repeats like
Where are you hiding these? My power is beyond your comprehension.
and more times until Nada clocks that this isn't working and tries a new tactic by hooking his flaming wheel over the bull's horns, having a
shit.
massive on-fire
What the hell is this? In case of Sun Wukong. Bet you wish you had a fan to put you out. Excuse me for a moment.
hoop stuck to his head does not make the Bull Demon King happy, and he tries to transform to escape, but is locked out of shapeshifting by a magic mirror Devaraja Lee has prepared for just such an occasion. The
Oh,
Bull
shit.
Demon King finally
Darling, you were right. Louder. You were right about the fan.
surrenders, and they tie him up and lead him back to the cave, where he asks Princess Iron Fan to surrender the palm leaf fan to Sun Wukong. Princess Iron Fan emerges, uncharacteristically
Hello again, my lord. Allow me to apologize for my husband's conduct. It's cool, he still didn't break my record.
plainly dressed and ready to surrender without complaint, having done some soul searching and
Do you want to trade for your husband? No thanks. Jesus. Yeah, that makes sense though.
concluding she's really not happy with where her life is at right now. She hands over the fan, and they all head over to Tripitaka, who is a little startled when the entire
Looks like they had fun.
army of heaven rolls up. Sun swings the fan 3 times, summoning a storm and finally putting out the fire. The heavenly host leaves with the Bull Demon King in tow, and Princess Iron Fan
If you're finished with the fan.
asks Sun if maybe she can have her fan back now, since she'd like to use it in pursuit of self-cultivation. Sun is a little surprised to realize that she can have her fan back now, since she'd like to use it in pursuit of self-cultivation. Sun is a little surprised to
Huh. How about that? Most of my bad guys turn out to be fish or something. At least the bar is low.
realize that she's quite sincere and has actually already worked her way up to having a real human body, which is something that almost none of his enemies have had. But it does remind him of one important
Oh yeah, what if I don't want to get paid to do this every 10 years? It's a nice gig. You can get it. If you can get it.
question. How can he make sure the fire never comes back? She tells him all he has to do is fan the mountain 49 times,
38, 39, 40. Maybe we could leave a little fire.
and after he gets through that last bit of tedium,
I like that, yeah. Because he's a water spirit. Isn't he a water dragon too? Yeah, water spirit, so.
he returns her fan, because he is
Good luck, sis. Shaggy ass.
a monkey of his word. Princess Iron Fan leaves to begin a life of moderation and self-cultivation, and apparently, eventually succeeds, which is really cool. With the mountain of flames extinguished,
Annie exploited Sun's trust in me. Genius. I never saw that come. I'd never see that coming. All things considered, that went very well. Any day you don't get kidnapped is a win for me.
and the way forward clear at last, our heroes can finally continue their journey to the west. The Monkey King's destined battle with one he once
Looking a
called
little
brother
evil.
has been concluded. Could this be the end of their trials and tribulations, or will there be more battles yet to face before they set foot in the Thunderclap Monastery? Find out next time on Journey to the West.
Wait, what? Wait,
Or
what
they
was that
set
last bit?
trials and tribulations, or will there be more battles yet to face before they set foot in the Thunderclap Monastery?
Oh, right.
Find out next time on Journey to the West.
Alright. This actually might be one of my favorite ones.
Finally
I-
gets her back
I did not expect the Demon Bull. I did not expect one. Multiple kaiju battles. And again, I did not expect multiple kaiju battles. I did not expect The Demon King was as like, oh shit, hold on. Back, but I was not expecting multiple kaiju battles. I was not expecting Princess Iron Fan. I did not expect the whole thing that these two were actually married in the legend. Red Sun was actually his son, and I did not know that they're actually kind of a broken couple because this man freaking cheated on her with a fox demon. And I'm really digging her design. Like, just kind of how tired she is. It's kind of great. And even, like, I kind of like how, one, cool, dual wielding, but I love how, like, how everyone got in on this fight. Like, if you would have told me this was going to be the end of Journey to the West, as in the idea of, like if Red wanted to end Journey to the West here, it wouldn't surprise me. Because you pretty much have a whole badass story here of, some spousal betrayal stuff there, but then you have kaiju fights that lead into every god coming in.
Is going down, and they all join in to help.
You have, like, every god everywhere coming in to
World
help.
kaiju battle, and it rules. This cataclysmic clash of colossi alerts every god in the region that some shit is going down, and they all join in to help out the beatdown.
And again, I honestly love, like, Sun Wukong is, like, a character who, like, obviously throughout the past 9 episodes until, like, last episode, he's been able to fight everyone, pretty much. I think the only person he hasn't been able to fight was Buddha himself. And it's cool now that we're getting more and more bad guys that can actually kind of test Sun Wukong. And it's funny because these are old ancient stories and shit too. So, but it's cool now because we have the 6-year macaque who was already a badass, which people were like, "No, we ain't screwing with that," because he's one of the divine. Like, I can only imagine the Demon King is probably similar to, or I doubt he's as powerful as Sun Wukong, but he at least is able to give Sun Wukong a fight. Because this man was running away for most of this fight. But I love how all the gods came in to deal with this shit. Like, everyone came in to be like, no, we gotta stop this. And again, I love I love Red's art because, again, simplicity, but also, like, it feels full, though. It's simple, but it feels full. Again, like, it's simple shapes, but, and she talks about, like, her backgrounds, like, being, a void in the background. Yeah, sure, whatever. But, like, I dig, like, because it gives it that mysterious mountainy feel. I like the simplicity of, this was everywhere. Yeah, you see some shape, and it kind of peters off, but it feels full. Again, like, even, like, especially with these quote unquote kaiju fight bits, where you see, the Demon King in the background as a kaiju, and then you have these big ass mountains that have always been around, but now they're super tiny. And, like, they give it that. It makes it feel more full, makes them feel massive. And, yeah, like, especially, like here, not there.
White bull that is fully 2 miles.
Like that, like, Jesus Christ. Like, she even does the angles really well, so that way you feel that, like, size with them. Like, and, like, the clouds spinning around, and, like, I don't even know, it's like you see Sun Wukong's tail kind of whip around it, too. That just looks sick. And I guess you can probably see the lightning's coming off of them and maybe from the clouds surrounding them. But yeah, from character design wise, I love it. The narration's always great. But the freaking expressions on the characters are awesome. I love it. This part is just funny as all hell.
Very clever idea. Oh no, there's vor in this one. So
Oh god, I love it. But yeah, this entire thing is great. Also, I kind of do love that Wukong kind of got pissed off at her for breaking iron. Princess Iron for her for taking her husband, even though it is very much the Demon King's fault, but taking her husband and then making this girl kind of become like a drunk, sad drunk over here. Princess Iron Vid. So, and again, it's also cool seeing someone who is very similar to Sun Wukong with similar powers, but also is different. Like, in the Six-Year Makai, he was pretty much kind of copying Sun Wukong's own abilities, but even then, you could probably say, like, a lot of his stuff was probably magic spell stuff just from him being able to hear everything and know different spells. Whereas Demon Bull King, he just seems like he just has these powers built in. I gotta rewatch the other ones that talk about, it, like, I gotta watch the last episodes, especially the ones with Red Sun in it. And again, just like, seeing her slightly happy when her husband comes back. Can you tell that Princess Iron Vid is probably one of my new favorites? Because she's kind of great.
Help drops the illusion.
I don't know, that happy but also maybe a little drunk sad face. I got the face happy. God.
Deeply uncomfortable as
Yeah, at least Sun Wukong's better than most like Greek gods, at least. I also got to look up about the other fan too, but the other Banana Leaf fan. So like, there's two Banana Leaf fans in this story. One of them is the one that creates the massive winds. The other one is the one that creates fire, which I think is the one that Madara Chia technically is supposed to have. But yeah, but all right. This episode was great. Again, I love how everyone just got in on this fight. And all because this man could have just given the fan up, and it probably would have saved a lot of hassle. But no, he wanted to fight, so then, all right, let's fight. But this was great. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Short videos I've done. Happy New Year. I'm gonna stop talking for the rest of the day because my throat hurts. Probably drink a lot more water. But yeah, this is probably the best thing I could have had for the end of this year. Other than having an Owl Town episode. That's not gonna happen for a minute. But this is probably one of the better things. And like, I love that. Also, just to talk more on red stuff, the shading is also helpful with a lot of this too. I love the shading on this. I need to work on my shading. But thanks for watching videos, and we'll see you later. Also, red, blue, give me pins. I want a pin of Sun Wukong. I want a pin of the Demon Bull King. I want a pin of the Six-Year Macaw. I want a pin of Princess Iron Van and like every other demon that's there. Like, there's so much there you could do. I know you had Monkey King figure, which ain't gonna lie, it looked okay, but it wasn't something that I was like, I want to get it, even though I'm a fan. But by God, make those pins. I will get those.